Good evening, Julia Landon families, and welcome to Open House for the 2021-22 school year. It is Tuesday, September 14th at 5:30 p.m., and we are going to get started. Here are some staff introductions. My name is Katrina Blakely. I am the proud principal here at Julia Landon, and I have two assistant principals, Mrs. Tracy Oliver, who is the 6th grade administrator and testing coordinator, Mrs. Michelle Bell, who is over the 8th grade students and the assistant principal of curriculum, and Mrs. Michelle Burkholzer, also known as Coach B, is our dean and athletic director and also the 7th grade house administrator. We do have two school counselors here on campus. Our boy counselor is Mr. Maurice Edwards. His email is edwardsm1@duvalschools.org. Our girl counselor is Miss Jessica Bocan, and her email is bocanj@duvalschools.org. Their website that you could reach out to them is landoncounseling.weebly.com. And students can go on here to make an appointment with their counselor. And parents, you can see all about the school counseling program. We also have a military counselor. She provides support for all military families, and the support is for moving, deployments, communication, stress management, grief and loss. It is provided through peer groups or one-on-one counseling. She's also trying to start up a parent group if possible. We're looking per the COVID restrictions to see if that is possible. Miss Catherine Kishore is our military family life counselor. Her phone number and email is listed at the bottom of this slide. Here's a little bit about myself. I am excited to be in my 3rd year here as principal at Julia Landon. It's my 6th year overall as an administrator here at Landon, and then my 7th year overall as an administrator in Duval County Public Schools, and my 18th year in Duval County Public Schools in various roles. I am also a product of Duval County Public Schools. I attended Arlington Heights Elementary, Arlington Middle School, and Terry Parker High School. I graduated from the University of Florida and then got my master's degree from American College of Education. I taught at my alma mater, Terry Parker, for 12 years, and I am excited to be in this role for this year. A little bit about me. I am engaged to the best guy I know, Coach Bledsoe. So after February 12th, I won't be Miss Blakely anymore. I'll be Mrs. Bledsoe. I'm also the mom of 2 amazing Landon students, and I am excited for them to be here with me too. Our COVID-19 protocols went home with students last 2 weeks ago, and the expectation is that students are checking teams and completing work if they are on a stay-at-home order, or they are on quarantined, or if they are COVID positive. Teachers are putting all of the assignments in Teams, so students should be able to keep up with the work. Also, just so that everybody is aware, this form is available on our website. What we are asking is if your student is COVID positive, please email all administrators with the COVID positive results so that this way we can start the contact tracing process and notifying Florida Department of Health and the Duval County School Health Services as well. Now, the contact tracing is done by the Department of Health. It is not done here at the school level, and that we are very much aware that it does take them a little bit of time to complete this. We try to make sure that we are notifying as soon as we know who the students are that they have deemed to be quarantined. We also notify all the teachers as soon as we get that list of students, and we reach out to anybody they say they could not get in contact with. So just so that everybody is aware, we don't do that here at the school level. If you are keeping your student home because they've been exposed to someone with COVID outside of our school environment, please make sure that Miss Logan knows so we can start the process for that as well. And the return to procedures are down at the bottom. We also included Department of Health's phone number and Landon's phone number. Again, this can be found on our website. Our student expectations. We expect our students to wear their ID and for it to be on and visible, which means it's on their lanyard around their neck, that they be in dress code, which is defined in the student code of conduct, that their phones are off and away throughout the school day. It does include holding time, so it's off and away from 7:30 to 2:55. If there is an emergency at any time, there is a phone in every single classroom so we can get a hold of your student. There's no food or drink in the classroom or in holding. Water and water bottles are permissible. They are to complete their work within deadlines. The late work policy for each teacher and grade level is on each teacher's syllabi. Check focus in teams when they're absent to find missing work. They're to follow all of our Leading Lions guidelines for success, which stands for leadership, integrity, ownership, nobleness, and stewardship. That they are here to learn and that they are to act and participate accordingly. They also, because we are a leadership development school and we take that very seriously, that they are prepared to be a leader, learn to be a leader, or being open to becoming a leader. Here is our parental expectations. We want parents to check focus. Teachers have 10 days from the due date of an assignment to put the grades in the gradebook. Make sure that you get the email or phone call Sunday callouts from myself. Have students to school on time. The late bell does ring at 8:10 a.m. Volunteer if you're able. See the PTSA volunteer opportunities that we'll post a little later on. Attend campus events. We do have school advisory council meetings, PTSA meetings, Friends of Landon meetings. There's family movie nights, all pro dads, lunch with moms and muffins with moms, donuts with dads, bagels with Blakely. Read and understand the parent and student handbook and the student code of conduct. Contact and communicate with teachers before reaching out to admin or asking for a parent conference. Here is what we expect as a protocol. If there's an issue with something within the classroom, contact the teacher, email or phone. Please note that teachers have 48 hours to respond, and that's 48 business hours. So if you reach out to them on a Friday evening, they do have until Tuesday evening to reach back out to you. If the phone contact or email contact does not lead to a resolution, you can schedule a parent conference via guidance and Ms. Logan. After the parent-teacher conference, if the issue persists, please reach out to the appropriate grade level administrator. 6th grade would go to Mrs. Oliver. 7th and 8th grade would go to Mrs. Bell. Please understand that we don't do group parent conferences for privacy and security reasons. We can't have multiple students and multiple parents in one conference. It violates, for us to talk about another student in front of you is not acceptable, nor would we want anybody to talk about your student in front of another parent. If you have social media, please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. If you are following us, please note that we post for informational purposes and we don't respond to posts or messages to the page. Deliveries. There are no outside food deliveries. It's in accordance with the Healthy Schools Act and our guidelines about visitors. Please understand we can't accept food deliveries for any students. A student lunchbox can be dropped off if forgotten, but we're not allowing delivery drivers or outside food vendors to make deliveries into the school. For parent-teacher conferences, here is our protocol. Again, reach out to the teacher via phone or email, allow for 48 hours for them to respond, then schedule a parent-teacher conference if there's no resolution. All conferences are virtual and scheduled through our guidance office. Please contact Ms. Logan at loganj@duvalschools.org. No conferences are scheduled on Fridays, so there is one conference per grade level per day, Monday through Thursday. Here's some information about our PTSA. Please check out our PTSA's website, which is julialandonptsa.weebly.com. It's there that you can join PTSA for as little as $6. We do try to have as many parents as possible join because we do put on a lot of events through our PTSA throughout the school year. PTSA also needs help with those events that are planned for the school year. If you will scan the code below and sign up to volunteer, we would greatly appreciate it. And we're having a photo collection this year. If you have a picture from a school event, like Donuts with Dads, or if you take them at any of the future events, please email them to landonslionsden@gmail.com. Provide a brief description of the event and what is taking place in the photo. Our School Advisory Council meets every first Friday of the month at 8:15 in the cafeteria, except for in January. You can learn about all that has gone on in the school, is going on, or will take place in the future. The committee also provides input on the school improvement plan as well as budget if necessary. Our lockers. If your student is having a locker issue, please have them see Mrs. Oliver in the cafeteria during lunches. Lockers were sold during orientation and the first 2 weeks of school. The cost is $5. If you have any locker questions or concerns, please email Ms. Oliver at olivert@duvalschools.org. The checkout process. All student checkouts from school must be completed prior to 2:30 p.m. When you come in the building, a mask is mandatory. Please have your ID ready to show Mrs. Mobley. If it is pre-arranged appointment, an email to Ms. Mobley letting her know the student, date, and time of checkout is greatly appreciated, and it does expedite the process for us as well. The PSAT is coming. This is the practice SAT. The only students that will test this year are the 8th graders. The date of the test will be Wednesday, October 13th, and it is during the school day. It is one of the best tests for students to get information back. They actually send the test booklets back to the school along with the answers your students put on there, along with what the correct answers are and what the level of complexity is. Also, the College Board has partnered with Khan Academy, and Khan Academy builds a website for your student based off of their results on what they are weakest in. So it's a really awesome test. It is paid for. The 8th graders are paid for by Duval County Public Schools. We will walk your students through the process and why to take it seriously, but if you will help us with that, we greatly appreciate that as well. Also, side note, 8th graders, it does give AP potential based off of your test scores, and that's something that the High School Acceleration Office looks at. For PMA testing, this is progress monitoring assessments. Our first PMA is going to be scheduled from September 28th to October 13th. It is quite a large window. If you do need more detailed information about which content tests on which days, please refer to the testing calendar that's uploaded on our school's website. All the tested areas are the 4 core subjects, which is English, math, science, and social studies. The medications on campus. Any student who needs to take medication during the day, prescribed or over the counter, must have one of these forms on file in guidance. If your student needs a copy of this form, please have them stop by guidance office and get one from Miss Logan. This also applies to anyone who must carry an inhaler or EpiPen or the like. If they are self-carrying, they must have one of these forms on file. Even if your student needs to take ibuprofen during the day, keeping that in the guidance office. They're not allowed to self-carry any kind of medication that we are not aware of, and that's approved for self-carry. So if you need your student to have ibuprofen or something like of the like on file, this does need to be in our guidance office. We do have monthly drills. Every single month we have a code red and a fire drill. They are verbally completed for COVID reasons. We don't have everybody get up and go into a hard corner, but students every single month are explained if this was a non-drill, this is what would happen, this is how it would take place. We are, for fire drills, having 1 to 2 classes evacuate the building just so that students rotate through getting that experience and what it would actually be like if we were not under COVID protocols. We also have tornado and other drills that are conducted once during the school year. Last year, these were not conducted because there was an executive order lifting us from having them, especially the tornado drill where everybody in the school is placed in the most interior spot of the building. If this is something that is going to take place this year, I will make that a part of my monthly call out so that this way, or my weekly call out, so that this way you know that it's going to take place and when. For the traffic patterns. I know I'm going to say this and I sound like a broken record. Please, 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 please follow our traffic patterns and rules so that students are all safe going and coming from school. Minerva and Landon Avenue are not places, or Arcadia, are not places to drop your students off. Atlantic is one of the worst places to drop students off. Please don't use area businesses. Please don't try to cut the line by going through area businesses or parking lots. Please, I know that people are going to use the library parking lot. There's nothing, I can't regulate that. Just know that your students walking up to school unsupervised. We shouldn't even have to have crossing guards, or I shouldn't be standing at Landon Avenue and Thacker Avenue every morning to help students cross the road. But I've almost been hit by a car, and I've had several near misses this year, and I feel like it is my obligation and duty to keep everyone safe. So I will continue to say, please follow our traffic patterns and rules so that all students are safe going and coming from school. I know that this, I'm speaking to adults, and adults are going to make their own decisions, but I can't stress enough that it will break my heart if I have to make a call out saying that one of our students has been injured because someone was doing something that were outside of our rules and regulations and hit another student. I don't want to make that parent phone call. I don't want to make that phone call at all, as a parent myself and as the principal. So please follow our expectations and our rules. It also helps solidify that students know that rules mean something. So this year we have Lion Points. These are given electronically through Focus. Students have access to seeing how many points they have and how many points they've used at our school store, or if they have used any of our daily rewards as well. So this is tied to our positive behavioral intervention strategies, and the Lion Points can be given from any adult on campus. I try to give points out every single week. Students can access their points total in Focus, and the school store that they can turn points in and get different items is open every other Friday in the cafeteria. Also, we are doing daily rewards that if they want to turn their points in, they can turn points in for free seat in the cafeteria, and they can also get it for an excused no ID. Principal focus lunches, these are conducted once a month and they're signups in the full school team. I do encourage students to skip a month, so this way if there are seats available, I put it back out there. However, I do ask that they don't sign up for back-to-back months, just because I want to make sure that multiple students have the opportunity. Sometimes we don't have an agenda item. I let them come in with whatever their ideas are, and sometimes I do have an agenda item. Our first one, I really wanted to discuss safety and how we are now operating our outdoor seating for lunch. So communication from the principal. Every Sunday, I send a call out with the upcoming week's events. It's usually around 5:30. That call out also comes with an email. If you are following us on Facebook and Instagram, Facebook gets that message as well. And then on the DCPS app, if you pick Julia Landon, you'll receive a push notification with that same Sunday call out. You can also follow us or go to our website at any time, duvalschools.org/Landon, and that message goes there from our Facebook account. For grades and progress reports and report cards, a rough rule of thumb is that every 4 weeks grades are posted in Focus. So please make sure that your students check their grades regularly. So here is the academic timeline. So we started the quarter August 10th. The teachers posted progress report grades September 10th, and the 13th, or the 14th, I'm sorry, is when we distributed a hard copy of the progress reports. The 13th is when they were distributed via the portal. The ending of the first quarter is October 8th. The planning day will be October 11th for teachers to post grades by 4:30, and then we will distribute report cards October 18th. So please note that there's second quarter dates, third quarter dates, and fourth quarter dates. For you to see for when the quarter begins, when it ends, when progress reports are, and when they're distributed, and then when the planning days are, as well as when the report cards are going to be distributed throughout the year. Yearbooks. All yearbooks are purchased online only. That is online only. There is no one who is going to write you a receipt for this. The receipt will be given by that online order. You go to yearbookordercenter.com. Our school code is 18689, and that is how you can purchase your yearbook. The yearbook will be $40 through December of 2021. The price will increase after December. So if you want a yearbook, we don't order extra yearbooks, so there is no purchasing an additional yearbook at the end of the year. If your student wants a yearbook or you want your student to have a yearbook, please go to yearbookordercenter.com and put our school code in and purchase the yearbook now. Our 8th grade tribute ads are also available for purchase. This is a $40 in addition to the yearbook cost. It's the same yearbookordercenter.com, same yearbook code. There is a place where you can click on an 8th grade ad, but all of it is online only. There is no other way to purchase. So please, if you want a yearbook, go ahead and take care of that today. In this full school team, we post about any of the clubs and sports that are available for students. Please make sure that they know that they should go and sign up or follow this channel for when updates are posted. We do post quite frequently for what is going on and when. Our Spirit Week is coming up next week. Monday is Roll Out of Bed Pajama Day. Tuesday is Superhero Day. Wednesday will be Jersey Day. Thursday will be Twin Day. And Friday is grade level spirit competition with 6th grade wearing orange, 7th grade wearing white, and 8th grade wearing black. We will give out Lion points for the grade level with most participation throughout the week. So we hope everyone will take some time and think about what they want to wear for Spirit Week next week. We also encourage students as a college preparatory school to participate in College T-shirt Wednesday every Wednesday. We do have a lot of teachers who participate as well and rep their school. I try to wear my orange and blue at any chance I get. So we encourage students to wear it if it's something that the family all supports this school, or if it's a school that they're interested in attending, or if it's a school that they've gone on a college trip for. We encourage any of our college T-shirts to be worn on Wednesday. If you feel inclined, please consider making a donation to the Principal's Unrestricted Trust. You can write a check, give cash, or go to the school cash website to make a donation. If you send it with your student a cash or check in an envelope, please make the check out to Julia Landon. And on the exterior of the envelope, please put attention Gwen Eubanks, bookkeeper. The faculty and staff, thank you in advance. This is the only fund that can be used to purchase items for them. Our Amazon wish list is what stocked our PBIS store thanks to so many awesome donations from our parents. If you'd like to purchase anything, the link is listed below. Our hot ticket items that have already sold out were stress balls, mini Rubik's Cubes, light up glasses, chips, and candy. Again, this is the link at the bottom to help purchase anything from our wish list store. Here's how the rest of the evening will work. You'll transition from here to first period of your student. You will have 10 minutes in each class and 2 minutes in between to go from one period to the next or click from one team to the next. At the end of the evening, our 7th period will be over by 7:17. We'll transition back to the channel labeled Open House. This is where all admin and counselors will be located, so that this way you are able to ask questions and get answers for anything that you may need to know. If not, you're always welcome to send us an email at any point to get some questions answered. Thank you so much for attending. We appreciate all that you do for Julia Landon and our students, and we hope you have a great evening.